guys, and today we'll be continuing Death Note. Okay, last time on Death Note, quite a bit actually went down. Okay, so for one, the main big thing is that Rem will protect Misa at just about any cost. Literally. If Light tries to kill Misa, Rem will write Light's name in the Death Note. So, I mean, that right off the bat, I mean, he can't just kill her because a Shinigami is looking out after her. So that's kind of cool. I feel like I wish Ryuk felt the same way towards Light that Rem does towards Misa, but I don't think he really cares, honestly. Well, actually, the other huge thing is that Rem says that he will kill L for Light. Because if Light's happy, then Misa's happy. And that's really what Rem cares about, is Misa's happiness. So, I mean, I guess they're gonna kill L. I don't know. I don't see how he can possibly make it out of this at this point. So, I mean, we're gonna find out. So, 3, 2, 1, whoop, bam.
I already told you I'm under surveillance by the police. Keep in mind, it's not difficult for them to bug even cell phones.
Well, if you have her number and you call her, then she'll have your number, right?
Okay, then what about this? I'll just give you one of my phones. I ended up with 3 of them because I used them for different things.
What's her name? Saul Goodman?
Good idea.
She got so many cell phones.
If it's yours, I think we'll be safe. But I'll call you either way.
What? Tomorrow? It doesn't sound like a very romantic call, but I suppose we can always talk about us afterwards.
Well, I think you should probably go home now, Misa.
Gosh, Misa's so cool. I wish
The time for lovers is just beginning, you know.
I wish Light would warm up to her.
Then maybe a moonlight stroll in the park, and after that, the main event.
Let's go! I know it's fake, but that's good for Misa. Nice.
Listen, you have to go home now.
Oh, that's so cute.
Also, when you're talking to
Even though it's completely fake.
be careful that no one's around to listen. That case came out of nowhere. Sure, it's very important that Misa stays infatuated with me.
Ooh, that's a clean shot, boys.
Ryuga revealed that he
These
is
are
L,
cool.
therefore he must die.
Yep.
Can only speculate what will happen after he dies. Tomorrow will be L's, or at least Ryuga and Ryuzaki's, last day alive.
God. It's like I'm watching the opening right now, boys. Oh, this is so messed up. Blue? Is that Naomi's? Oh wait, no, her aura is blue. Her hair is black. Never mind. I don't know whose that was.
Here. Mr. Yagami, if I die within the next few days, your son is Kira.
Oh no. Oh, this is not good.
Did you just say, Ryuzaki? Exactly. What are you talking about anyway?
If anything happens to me, I've asked Watari to make himself available to you, so I'm counting on the team.
Ryuzaki, you said he was almost cleared, and now this? Honestly, how much do you suspect my son?
The truth is, I don't even know what to think anymore. I have no
What proof?
choice but to make a sneak attack. This is all a wager now.
How exactly... Dude, these shots. So cool. Oof.
Hey, Light!
Oh...
How's it going?
Is he putting on a persona? He's not really friends with him?
Naomi, can we continue this later? I need a moment alone with him.
He's so weird, bro.
You're not upset.
Is he not wearing socks?
Is it okay to be here? Didn't you say you were afraid to appear in public?
Yeah, I did. But then I realized that as long as you're not Kira, I should be safe. The fact is, you're the only one on the outside who knows me as L. In the unlikely event that I die in the next few days, I've instructed your father and everyone at headquarters to assume that you are Kira.
Damn him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you want to have some cake with me in the cafeteria?
Sure. I have a break now anyway.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's perfect. I'm kinda
I
craving
hope-
sugar cake right now.
Is Elle being serious about the friendship thing, or is that all like cap? You know what I mean?
They have it.
I kind of hope it's true, because that's kind of...
Photo shoot nearby, so I thought I'd come by to see you.
This is terrible timing.
Misa, you idiot.
Because he's one of the main characters.
Misa will be able to see Ryuga's real name.
Oh.
There, I'm Light's girlfriend, Misa Amane. Nice to meet you.
I'm Hideki Ryuga.
Huh? Hideki Ryu.
Yeah, he has
What's his real name? No. Woof. I want to see his real name.
It's different than the name I'm seeing.
Why the hell is he laughing?
Oh no, he knows.
He noticed something? It makes no sense. If he somehow guessed that she's the second Kira, there's no way he'd be laughing right now.
Unless he's a fan of her because he knows she's famous or something. I don't know.
You're a lucky guy. I have been a huge fan of yours ever since the August issue of 18.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's awesome.
Hey, oh my god, isn't that girl Misa?
Misa? Okay.
No way! Somebody just touched my butt!
This is an outrage. Taking advantage of this situation is unforgivable. I will find whoever is responsible.
Bro.
Oh, Ryuga, you're so funny.
Wow.
To ask Misa what Elle's real name is as soon as possible, but
Hopefully she doesn't forget how to spell it.
Misa, it's time. Or were you planning to be late again?
Now then, perhaps we should get going.
yeah. Actually, could you go on ahead? I need to go use the restroom.
No. This is sus.
Okay then.
Just go now.
See you there.
No. Don't do anything weird. Just go with the flow. Call her tomorrow or something, you know? Super sus. Oh my god. Dude, what is he doing? Right in front of Elle?
It's been fun.
At least, you know what I mean?
I'm grateful that I was the one to discover your name, so I could kill you myself.
Oh no! That's what he did. He didn't touch her butt. He grabbed her phone from his back pocket. Let's not.
What do you mean, hello?
Oh, is that you, Light? I guess someone must have dropped this phone in all of the commotion earlier on.
No, he pickpocket.
Bastard.
Oh no. Dude, Elle is a beast.
Ryuga, he probably thinks he's pretty clever right now, but Misa has another phone he doesn't know about. I'll just call that one instead.
No, he's got a.
Yes? Yes, I see. So it's done then.
Oh, this is so scary. I hate this.
I'm not exactly sure how you'll take this, but regarding Misa Amane, there's something you should know. We've taken her into custody under suspicion of being the second Kira.
How long has he known about Misa?
How?
I thought he'd find her this quickly.
Oh
We gathered
my
physical
god.
evidence from the envelopes that were sent by the second
Oh, it was her hair.
particularly recovered hairs and fibers from the masking tape used to seal them.
I was careless. The videos. I should have destroyed all the evidence before the police had a chance to go through it.
Oh
I
man.
knew that his best defense was to stay close to me rather than trying to hide. He confronted things head on. This wager was my.
Was my...
Was my. Not yet.
Oh?
It was just beginning, Elle.
Oh jeez. How? How do you come back from... Dude. Oh, this is terrible.
What's the meaning of this?
I've apprehended her on suspicion of being the second Kira. I'm afraid this is necessary.
Chances are
Oh,
I'm
I see. That he's covering up her face.
it is to convict her, but all the same.
Yes, there can be no mistake. Now we need a confession out of her. Light has now become our prime suspect, and I'm probably going to bring him in for interrogation as well. Please be prepared for that.
Finally, after 3 days of this, huh?
Is she getting food at least?
I can't take it anymore. Kill me. Kill me. Please just kill me.
I don't know. Maybe this was all too much for a young girl to take.
I don't know anything about the second Kira. I really can't take this anymore. I'd rather be dead. Now hurry up and kill me. If you wanted to, you could kill me right now, couldn't you?
Misa, do you mean...
Yes. Kill me.
No.
Do you really mean that, Misa?
No.
Yes.
Have them kill Elle.
I can't take it anymore. Kill me.
If I do this, then Light Yagami dies too. This is all his fault.
You can't.
What?
Please just kill me.
Why, Misa? Why do you want to die for him?
What's the matter, Rem?
Light Yagami. Misa has refused my offer to help her escape. There was only one way to save her from her suffering.
Forfeiting ownership of the Death Note.
Yes. If Misa forfeits ownership of the Death Note, all her memories related to it would disappear. All the murder she committed with it, the fact that you are Kira, all those memories would be gone. Forfeit ownership of the Death Note, and leave everything to Light Yagami.
So he gets 2 death notes? Oh, I hate this. Why did you do that? Well, I mean, what the heck are they gonna think of that? You know, you know what I mean?
And that is, if you don't save Misa, I will kill you.
I understand. And I have a pretty good idea what Elle will do next. I have a plan. This is goodbye, Ryuk.
No, no, you cannot end this. Oh my god, you can't end an episode like that, guys. I don't even feel like I should do predictions anymore. There was absolutely no way I ever could have seen what just happened happen. And once again, I said, there's absolutely no way Elle's going to make it out of this. I can't possibly see any way out of him not dying. Well, he got out of it, and on top of that, he has complete control over the entire situation, has Misa in custody, and now they're going for Light. Dude, this was... Alright, I'll start the notes. Okay. So, it's interesting that Misa has multiple cell phones. So how does that work? Are each one of those under a phone provider? Like, can't they track that and see that she has multiple cell phones? Like, isn't that kind of suspicious? I mean, why does she have multiple cell phones to begin with? Did she get them after she got the Death Note? You know what I mean? I don't know, but anyways, it's interesting that Elle told the whole squad that if I die in the next few days, then Light is Kira. Like, just 100%. And, I mean, so that makes me feel the way he said that is that... Well, I don't know. Is it true? Does he still look at Light as his only, true friend? Or was that all just baloney? You know what I mean? And I guess Misa's model name is, they call her Misa, so that's kind of cute. And I don't think this was legit, but when Elle said, "Oh my gosh," when he saw Misa, because he said, "I've been your biggest fan" or whatever. I'm pretty sure that was just all made up, and it was actually. I mean, it had to have been made up because he knows all about her because he has their hair samples and all that. You know what I mean? And that makes sense now why, when he was looking at the hair samples, he also mentioned that if I die in the next few days, then Light is Kira. Because he's looking at Misa as the second Kira. So that must mean, what? He's probably 70% positive that Light's Kira at this point, right? I mean, if Light's dating the second Kira, and that whole situation that went down after it looked like Elle touched her butt, but in reality, he took the phone out of her back pocket, and that's how he has it. And that was so. This is one of the this and the time when what was his name? The FBI agent. Not the dude that Naomi was dating. Oh no, it was Ray Pinber, right? I'm pretty sure it was Ray Pinber. Remember this part in that Ray Pinber incident when he had the hood on and he was talking to Ray Pinber while there was cameras around, and still they haven't seen or found this. I mean, literally, if they looked at the footage, they would see Light walking along with Ray Pinber. I mean, they would have had to have seen him at some point, right? There has to be cameras in that subway somewhere, or on the subway itself. I mean, bro, I don't know. That and this scene was kind of reckless, where he was literally like 10 feet away from Elle, and he immediately grabs his phone. Well, actually, they were supposed to go eat together, but now nowhere. After that incident when Naomi met Elle, Light's like, oh, you know what, actually, I need to go do something. And then just walks off. And then after that, since Elle has it, I mean, he has to like 100, I don't even know. It has to be 75% or higher that he thinks Elle or Light is Kira. There's just, I mean, he took her phone out of her back pocket. Light immediately calls her. He picks it up. And then he was going to call with his other phone. He was going to call her with the other phone? Wait. I don't know. Because now there's proof and evidence that Light did indeed call Naomi. Oh my gosh, I keep saying Naomi. I mean Misa. Okay. Because now there's evidence that Light called Misa. Is there any other evidence? Where was the... How do they have... I don't know, boys. Because another thing that's not looking good is the fact that... Remember that agent that was secretly watching, like, following Light? Not the Ray Pinber, but the one after that, like, last episode and the episode before, and saw him with Misa? I mean, that was about the time that the second Kira put that tape out saying that he's no longer looking for Kira. You know what I mean? So this is all looking terrible. And this is a really interesting fact thing. I didn't know this. So if you forfeit the Death Note, you lose all memory of all the killings and anything to do with the Death Note. So that includes the Shinigami. And I assume that also means you lose the eyes. Oh man, I feel bad for Misa, boys. Because I know, like, her life got expanded, right? Because Jealous killed that guy that was going to kill her, and doing so gave her more life. And then Misa did the deal where she would get Shinigami eyes, but it would cut her lifespan, like, in half. So now she lost the eyes, I think. I'm like 80% sure she lost the eyes. And her life was cut in half. So, just terrible. That's just awful. Not good. But, by her doing that, the only thing that she'll remember is the love that she has for Light. I don't know, guys. This is weird. Because, I mean, since Rem isn't with anyone anymore, is she just going to go back to the Shinigami realm? Or is she just going to stay on Earth roaming? You know what I mean? Because, and also, we haven't had this happen yet, but Light now has the possession of Rem's Death Note, or Misa, however you want to say it, and he has his Death Note. So now he's in possession of 2 Death Notes. So, what happens if you destroy a Death Note? Like, can you even do that? Like, is there a magic protecting the Death Note? Like, what if you burn it? Can you do that? I don't know. I assume you probably can. There's probably some consequence or something. I don't know. I don't know how far Light's willing to go to beat L. You know what I mean? Because he says he has a plan. And I'm kind of scared. Because that's kind of crazy. I didn't realize how easy it is to get rid of the Death Note. I thought like once you have it, you're kind of like stuck with it. I didn't know you can kind of just get rid of it. Or just decide, you know what, I'm going to forfeit the Death Note and lose all memory of it. Wouldn't everyone want to do that? Like, when you're completely done with it, just wipe my memory of the Death Note entirely so I can live a normal life, not knowing I killed however many people, you know what I mean? Because obviously, unless you want, I mean, Light probably wouldn't want his memory wiped. He wants to know what he's done, you know what I mean? Because he likes this kind of stuff. But, so yeah. So does this mean Misa is just now going to be like his legit girlfriend, normal? Because he still can't kill her. Or Rem's going to kill Light. Why didn't Misa get Rem to kill? I get it. I understand it. Obviously, it would have showed that she's truly second Kira. Dude, that was so... That I just felt so bad for her. Seeing her, like, tied up like Hannibal Lecter. Yeah, it was 3 days, so I guess she was tied up like Hannibal Lecter for 3 days. I don't even know if she ate. I don't know, boys, but it looked like they had, like, injection stuff next to her, so in case she confirmed that she's second Kira, they would just immediately, inject her with, I don't know, whatever the stuff is you kill people with. I don't know, but... Dude. Once again, though, boys, this show... It's... I never can expect... I can never see whatever's going to happen coming. It just happens. I never in a million years would have thought any of this happened. They so easily, I guess, got Misa. And I don't know if I mentioned... I don't even know if... I mean, I don't remember, but I think I... Maybe, but... I remember them glossing over the fact of the tapes of her, you know, writing them and that they should destroy them or at least kill the chick that she was with. You know what I mean? Back like 3 or 4 episodes ago. In case something like this happens. And I guess it actually did. But... I mean, how legitimately... I mean... They have zero... I mean, how can you connect her to any of these deaths? Like, in all reality. I mean, what, is she a witch? Like, what are they gonna say? I mean, you know what I mean? If they somehow catch the second... I mean, you know what I mean? It's not like she's shooting them. She's not doing anything, you know what I mean? She's writing in a book, but they don't have the book. So they don't really have the weapon she's killing them with. You know what I mean? So they don't... Yeah, her hair may be at the crime scene or whatever on the tapes. But how can they connect her to any of these actual murders? I mean, they've never seen anything like this. So how would you confirm... She's using telepathy? Like, you know what I mean? There's zero connection really to any of these murders. Because... You know what I mean? Like, how would you even actually commit, you know, have her be the second, like, you know what I mean? Like, how would you even do that? I don't know. But, yeah, Light has to save Misa, or Rem is going to kill him. So, I'm so... Okay. If I was Light right now, this is what I would do. I would get somebody who knows, because here's the thing. Tons of people know Misa. Because the thing was, you can't get someone to do something if they don't already know it, kind of, in the Death Note. If you want to make them do something before they die, like tell me L's name, they can't do that because they don't physically know it. You know what I mean? Tons of people know Misa because she's famous. So have somebody before, like, you know, you can write in the Death Note, have someone write, like, showing that they, like, planted evidence of Misa's hair at that crime scene or something like that. Have someone do something like that like makes it look like someone planted evidence on her. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's how you'd have to get her out of it. Because at this point, I don't quite understand how it is that they're going to get her out, or how is Light going to get her out of this? Because it has to do something with the fact that tons of people know her, and maybe that, or I don't know, they'll get some crazy fan of hers that has like her hair because they're like weird or something, and have them do something weird with the Death Note, you know what I mean? Or give them, I don't know, it has to do something with the fact that she's famous. Maybe that's how, but I don't know. And at the very end, Light says this is goodbye to Ryuk. What exactly is the wording? Because this is quite spooky the way he said this. He just straight up says this is goodbye, Ryuk. So obviously it doesn't mean he's gonna die. Like, he's not gonna sacrifice himself to save Misa. What he's gonna do is, what it seems like, is he's gonna forfeit himself from having any knowledge of the Death Note. But okay, I don't think they mentioned it, but if you forfeit your Death Note, the Death Note still works. So if you touch the Death Note again, will you see the Shinigami again? Because if that's the case, what Light needs to do is have, you know how Light still has that page that he ripped out of the Death Note, like, in his pocket, in like the weird his like wallet or whatever the heck it is. He should write on that page info from him now, telling his future self exactly what's going on in detail, down to the T. So like, you know, when he gets amnesia and he doesn't remember any of this, he'll pick up the page, he'll see Ryuk, and he'll read what he wrote down about exactly what happened. You know what I mean? Because if you forfeit it, I mean, it still works, right? I mean, this only works if it works. Is that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you forfeit the Death Note, so that means you lose all memory, and you can no longer see the Shinigami. But it's still a Death Note, and it still works the same way, right? Where if you touch a piece of it, you see it all. But I don't think you'll get your memory back necessarily, but it'll work again, and then it'll be in your ownership again, right? Because if that's the case, he needs to write like 20 pages of exactly what's happened, every single detail, so when he has amnesia, he can grab it again, have the Shinigami, his Death Note, and he'll remember what happened because he wrote it all down. Maybe. And then you'll have, because he has Misa's Death Note too, right? I mean, he already has it, but it was in ownership of her. He's just holding on to it. But now it's his Death Note, right? Ownership went to him, but can you have two Death Notes? I don't know. But maybe he can write out, but at that point I feel like I wouldn't even bother telling Misa any of this. You know what I mean? Just have her be normal and live her life, kind of. But I don't know, maybe the fact that the show is called Death Note and we're still not even halfway done with it, it's hard to believe that Light is truly gonna lose the Death Note. You know what I mean? I mean, he might, but I feel like he can get it back. Because they didn't say anything about him not being able to get it back once he loses it. I mean, I assume that's what he means. All he says is, this is goodbye. He says that to Ryuk. I mean, he doesn't go in detail exactly what that means, but I'm just assuming. I mean, how else could this be goodbye? I mean, we know he's too, like, into himself to kill himself. I mean, he's not going to go that far. But I do think he will lose possession of the Death Note, maybe. I don't know. Or, since Misa lost all ownership of the Death Note, some of these details are kind of like, if they aren't right, then none of my theories are going to be right. Like, since she gave over the Death Note, I'm assuming it's now Light's, right? Does he now have 2 Death Notes? And if that's the case, if he wipes his memory of his Death Note, he still has Misa's Death Note, right? So does that mean he'll only see Rem? And he won't see Ryuk? But, I mean, what's the point of that? I'm so confused, boys. I mean, what is him saying goodbye to Ryuk? How does that solve anything? Like, why not just keep the memories of what you have? You know what I mean? And just don't say anything. Because I don't feel like Misa was going to slip up and tell them. So what was the point of... You know what I mean? I don't even get why she gave ownership or got rid of the Death Note. I mean, now she's probably even more scared of the fact that she's tied up, blindfolded, gagged, and she has no idea of what's going on. So, you know what I mean? I feel like she's now worse off than she was. I don't know, boys. I'm so confused. What was the point of her doing that? I mean, she's still tied up, right? Obviously, she's going to be saying the same thing she was, that, oh, I don't know anything about the second Kira. But now she's going to be legit, but it's going to be no different. You know what I mean? So what was the point? And what's the point of Light giving up his Death Note by doing the amnesia thing? I'm assuming that's what he meant by saying goodbye to Ryuk. How is that going to solve anything? I mean, I don't know what it is, but whatever he has to do, he has to save Misa. Or Rem's going to kill Light. I have no idea, boys. But I don't think the Shinigami Eye thing transfers over with the Death Note. I think it's just now gone. Or does she still have it, but it doesn't function because she can't see Shinigami or the Death Note. She doesn't, you know what I mean? So maybe she still has the eyes, but it's kind of like invisible. Like, she can't use it. She doesn't even know she has it until she gets the Death Note again. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know, boys, but I feel like he's going to have to get someone to make it look like they planted evidence of her. Because how else at this point do you get her out? I don't know. Yeah, okay, I mean, that's pretty much it, boys. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm curious to see what Mr. Yagami thinks about this. His son perhaps being Kira. Could Light maybe get his father to touch the Death Note or something? Something to do with his dad? I don't know. How do you, at this point... I mean... Even if he gets her out, I mean, they're always going to be on watch. Everyone is going to be watching Light and Misa now. Because of what just went down. And I'm kind of surprised Rem, I mean, it's because she likes Misa so much when she was like saying goodbye to her by wiping her memory and all that. I mean, she literally touched her hair and you saw her hair move. Obviously, that's not normal. And Elle saw that. But I mean, what exactly You know what I mean? There's not much you can do about that. Like, what's he, you know what I mean? See, certain things here, it's like, no matter how much evidence they get, they don't really have anything. I mean, they can't see the Shinigami. So when they see these weird, I mean, like, paranormal activity stuff going on, like, I mean, what do? You're gonna call in a priest? Like, there's not much you can still do, even with the knowledge. You know what I mean? Because half of it, 50% of everything going on, they can't even see with their eyes. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, boys. But, yeah, I'm curious to see where this goes. I have no idea where this goes, boys. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to end here, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.